Hello guys, my name is Daniel Claassen. I'm Cape Town local. I'm running the UTCT 100 kilometer race. I've done it once before in 2019. It was my first 100. Had quite a nice day out, really enjoyed it. I finished 7th in that race, which I was really stoked about in quite a competitive elite field. So yeah, going open-minded into this one to see how we can do and improve and to see how it goes. I started running from the age of 8. I did my first run when I was 8 years old. Got into triathlon quite competitively and did triathlons till the age of 18, 19. And then, due to some injuries, decided to take a bit of a break and just focus on studying at Stellenbosch. So after that, probably around the age of 22, I got back into running, ran a bit on the road and couldn't really fall in love with that, and then discovered trail running, and then did my first trail race probably at the age of 26 and haven't looked back. So very excited to continue with this journey. I think till today my best result was probably UTCT 2019, where I finished 7th. Really stoked with that result. It was a good year and a good race. I think in 100 kilometers everyone goes through quite a lot of dark patches. I only went through a dark patch for maybe half an hour, which was amazing. So really look back at that as a career highlight. And then also this year I managed to get into Europe. So I went to go and race Series Anal and CCC, and I think personally for me that's always been a goal to be part of the UTMB week. CCC was awesome. It's amazing. It's a very challenging race, and I think knowing how difficult it is now, I probably would have prepared even more. But that was, I think, on a personal level, a career highlight, but a running career highlight was probably UTCT 2019. I think like for anyone doing sport competitively, you're always pushing your body till a certain limit, and you don't always know where that limit's going to be. So I think it's like juggling that. So I've definitely struggled with some injuries that other guys probably have struggled with as well. I really struggled with my calves for quite some time, probably 2-3 years that anything onwards from 5 kilometers on, I couldn't really run. So I was fine with speed stuff, but I was always a distance runner, so not very crazy about the speed running. So I think that also taught me to be patient, and at that stage I actually took 6 months off and just did rehab. Like only spent time in the gym, only time on the bike, until I got the balances between my quads and glutes and calves right, because that was a bit unaligned because I tore both ankle ligaments in varsity days, not running related, but rugby and soccer and all those things that happened. So I think that took me out of the sport for quite a long time, but it was also good to really fall in love with running again. So that wasn't looking back at it, it wasn't really a bad thing. I think firstly, it's the amount of effort and energy that the team puts into the race is incredible. It's like nothing else in South Africa. It's the energy that goes into the event to get elites, top level elites from all over the world into the race is spectacular. I think for us, we normally have to go somewhere to really race in super competitive fields. So for them to come to our home trails it's something you can't miss. So it's an awesome race. I'll probably do it until I don't run anymore. And I think for us, having a home ground advantage here really goes a long way. If the team decides not to mark the route for some reason, I'll still be fine because I can run the trail blindfolded, and I think that's a massive advantage, knowing what you're in for every kilometer. And so I think it's a race that we as South Africans can do really well at. But I'll try and race my own race. I've made the mistake in the past to start too fast and to get sucked into the competitive spirit of the race. So I think this year my goal will be maybe to start a little bit more conservatively. I know, as I said before, I know the route, so I know where my strengths are and where areas are where you can really make up time and areas where you can really lose a lot of time. So I think I will focus on the key areas where I can make up time. And there is a bit of a route change from 2 years ago, so I don't really want to just look at time, because obviously I can use that race as a benchmark, but the new section is really going to slow it down significantly and also fatigue you a lot more for the last section. So I don't really want to focus too much on running for a specific time, but like everyone, I have something in mind. I'll just not say it out loud at this stage.